Let's go.
Go.
1, 2.
Is it the volume you want to speak in? I think it's gonna be.
Brian, are we in? That thing looks like it's shooting our chests. Are we in?
I don't stress. It's a bit wide.
1, 2. Wide angle.
Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, all the way from a sketchy part of Johannesburg.
Come on, dude. Can I put my jacket on, dog? Because you know they say that black makes you look thin. Eh? So now I am thin, so I mean I'll be double thin. So
yeah, bro, that shirt is falling off your shoulders, bro.
Yeah, bro. I don't want to poke your eye out with my elbows. So
okay. While the homie is getting dressed, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of the On the Contrary podcast. We have none other than Durban comedian Mr. Daryl Williams. Daryl Williams with the ghost eyes.
Ghost eyes. Okay, that's the new one, dog. Ghost eyes.
I wanted to say devil eyes, but that's not.
I just call it my money maker because I know when I look in the mirror, I can see. I know, guys. I'm honest with myself. That's the only thing that I have. My family don't like me because of it, because they don't have. I just use it to my advantage.
Okay. See if you can speak directly into the mic.
1, 2. 1, 2.
You're supposed to know how
Mic
to
check.
ping
1,
the
2.
mic.
1, 2. Like right in here. 1, 2. Okay, yeah, it's cool, dog.
Right. Daryl is here for like a show. You had a show last night, almost sold out, but understandable. You're not from Joburg, so that is an achievement nonetheless. Or was it sold out?
Are we going to talk about the 2 chairs that one fold? Come on, dog.
I don't know, hasn't it?
That was for the people that were working.
Those are people who never came. Those are people who were scared of coronavirus.
Oh, there was legit 2 people that cancelled, bruh. They sent me their tickets to give it to somebody else.
Oh, so you were sold out?
Yeah, sold out. Yeah.
Don't be shy. Don't be modest. Daryl, we know you're not the modest type. Daryl is a controversial character in the Durban
Dude, there's
scene.
a difference between being modest, and promoting yourself. So if I think all showmen are successful. Showmen. If you know how a show goes, you have to sell yourself. You have to be out there and market yourself. So between marketing yourself and people thinking that you're bragging about yourself are 2 entirely different things.
And like you'll think like we the ones who would understand that, but we don't, bro. Like
no, dude, I came to a point where like your colleagues would always say, this guy likes to brag about himself and stuff, so you wouldn't do it. But by you not doing it, you're actually shooting yourself in the foot. So you have to, no matter what you're doing. I just took a picture now while we were getting set up, and I put it on my WhatsApp status saying, doing a podcast and whatever. People follow you and they want to see every bit of detail that you're doing in your life. So you try that. That's I think having a following in what you do is so important. You have to have a following. So there's people that can do adverts and movies and stuff because they've got contacts, but they wouldn't have a broad following. If you got a following, then
comedy is like strange because like we can all be stand-up comedians, but everyone has like a different like
way of
branches out into other types of comedy. Like not everyone is an actor. Not everyone can host a TV show.
Definitely.
And usually you have to choose one. There's very few people who can be like. I don't think Trevor Noah is an actor. Do you get what I'm saying?
Never know because he acts out his jokes pretty well. I think.
No,
like you'll be surprised if
on
you do.
camera.
He did act though in Generations. I think he did. Was it backstage?
Isidingo. Soul City.
He did Soul City. So he actually met Sister Bethina, dog. I really want to meet.
Sister Bethina from
Soul City. And then she crossed over to Soul Parties. Like she told me about HIV. That woman. I don't want to meet the woman that sells funeral.
It was Lillian Dube.
Yeah, I don't want to meet her. I want to meet Sister Bethina.
That was like one of the first like crossovers, bruh. Before the MCU, we had Soul Buddies and Soul City.
And Soul City, dog. I love that shit, bruh. Oh, one thing I noticed, I found out recently, there was this guy in Soul Buddies. I don't know what's his name. He had like dreads.
Molofish.
No, Molofish was a.
But Molofish was in Soul Buddies also.
Oh, is that his name?
No, I don't know that's his name. But
No, the guy in Molofish's name was Daryl Malchas. That I know because I mean,
my mother
obviously.
didn't know him from like Rubber Reach and stuff.
But
so
isn't he the
we
guy
always
that
felt like he was our family, but he wasn't?
Isn't he the guy that does the Leon Schuster thing? Or like he acts with Leon Schuster? The guy that's small. He's from Johannesburg, but
No, it's not him.
I'm sure it's him, dog. Because I realized that guy was actually not a kid. He was actually a big grown guy acting as a kid.
I think he was in his 20s, man.
Yeah, but like I thought he was
when
like
he started.
Yeah, but the soul buddies they were in primary school. They weren't in high school.
You thinking of Hamilton? There was
Hamilton, that was his name. That was his name. That was his name, dog. That was Hamilton. Wasn't he older than what he was? He was like in his he was in his 20s.
That man looked older than nobody. But it's not
it's
not Alfred Ntombela. It's not the same person.
Oh, okay.
I remember Hamilton found his father's gun and then and then he got bullied at school and then he took his father's gun to school.
Yeah, that was
Yeah, bro. I didn't think I would remember that shit.
Yeah, it taught us some valuable lessons.
Soul Buddies, Soul City. We have to thank them for the MCU right now.
Definitely.
There was never crossover things like that there before.
Never, bro. They started it. They should pay some royalties. Because Sister Bethina, she crossovered, guys.
Crossover to music also.
Even
was
music.
Sister Bethina on that thing?
Yes, that's why they're saying Sister. They were talking about her. She's my hero. That's why I said I want to meet Sister Bethina.
Why
She's
did they
a hero.
make her a hoe in the song?
They don't make her a hoe. They just say Sister
Bethina.
Bethina.
Hoe in the song.
Oh, you serious?
Oh
my God. No, they're telling Sister Bethina how they're peppering the cherries, baby.
Oh, so they're going to her for like a consultation.
Yeah, it could be.
Oh, so it's like the what do you call it?
Sister Bethina, all right.
The counseling session.
Yeah.
The counseling session before they give you your results.
Yeah.
Oh shit, that song just damn. Drop me a comment if you knew that's what Sister Bethina was about.
We probably just figured that shit out right now.
Sister Bethina is a counseling session before they give you your results.
Yeah, that's what she was. That's what she used to do.
Damn.
She taught us how to roll the condom on with a banana. She's my legend, bruh. I want to meet her. Not Lily and Tobias. I want to meet Sister Bethina.
No,
this is one of my bucket list things.
That's dope. Speaking of soul buddies and HIV and viruses that spread, Daryl is from Durban, the official first case of where the coronavirus was found.
But you overtook us now.
We
were drawn, but now I saw today that's how
what's the numbers on today?
It's 58 confirmed cases.
58. Yesterday was 38.
Yeah, it's 58 today. It was 38 this morning, and then I think about just after 12 o'clock it was confirmed 58.
But
I think it's mosque time now.
The numbers going up,
it's
kind of a good thing because that means we are finding people. So if you had contact with 3-4 people, and they located them and they tested them and they're positive and now they're checking out, it's branching out, that means they're finding the people.
Yeah.
If they stop finding people, that means we start getting worried because now you have to wait for like sporadic pop-ups of people actually going to the doctor. Us, we are scared, bruh. Unless we're lying for sick leave, we don't like going to the doctor
at all. I never used to. Until now. I still don't go to the doctor. I only used to go to the doctor for sick notes. Let's be honest. Most of us, if we never go to work, then we need a sick note. But until now, even if I do go to the doctor, I don't go for the medication afterwards.
Yeah, like I went once because my stomach worked like 2 days ago, and I was fine by then. Then I went to the doctor. I was like, "Yo, bro." I just
need to know it, dog. That's all. But there's this one doctor in Windsor. I'll never go to him again. I'm gonna name drop him now. His name's Dr. Taser.
I know this doctor, bro. Dr. Taser lives right behind my aunt, bruh, on Treasure Beach.
Yes!
I know Dr.
He's a famous doctor. So let me tell you, okay, Dr. Taser, I hope he's watching this. His son, Varna Taser, is my friend as well. So I'll tell you that. So
I know Dr. Taser.
I went to him for a doctor's notes. I didn't go to work on a Monday, obviously. I won't tell you what I was doing on the Sunday. But I went, I told him, hey, doc, I got a running stomach. And then he's like, okay, he'll fully examine you, bruh. So he put his hand down in my balls, like, but he wants to feel, what you call these things, eh?
The lymph nodes.
The lymph nodes. He wants to feel
so you have lymph nodes
here, and there. So now he wants to feel there. But I know there's no running stomach. I just need the nodes. You check? So now he feels.
But like a running tummy, I don't think it would. None of us are doctors here, but it won't swell up your lymph nodes. Because when you're sick, your lymph nodes swell up.
Yeah.
Because it needs to, like, speed up the process of making white blood cells.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Mr. Professor, he knows a little bit about everything. So
I know a little bit about everything.
So the next time I go to him again, this is the second time I go, cough, I'm faking it again. And then he puts his hand down in my face. That was the last time.
He's probably thinking you like it. So now
that was the last time I ever went to talk to. I've never been back to his
always gonna check your balls.
He's always like, come, like talk about my wife's pregnant. Come, let me check your balls.
The way, if ever you wanna meet to Dr. Taysa, he's gonna say, but after the second time I did it, he kept coming back. I understood that to mean. He said this home is enjoying it. I can see he's faking it.
He's a return customer.
No, that's funny, man.
He's got a loyalty card. He's got loyalty points.
My brother, the last time we were in Durban, my brother got an ear infection of some sort, and this man was finished, bruh. And it was like on a public holiday or on a Sunday or on a Saturday. They went to Dr. Taysa. And he has this lady who works for me. He saw me turn this lounge into a doctor's office.
Oh, yes. I know that lady, though. She's a bit...
The Indian...
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. No,
relax.
Sadly, just short of a picnic, basically.
I'm not laughing at that. Anyway.
She's entertaining,
man check his ear. It was sorted, bro. It's funny, bro. That man is actually close to my my family in Durban. That's funny, bro.
Oh, that's crazy, bro.
So okay,
so we solved what we solved earlier. We solved Sister Bethina now.
Sister Bethina.
We solved
Dr.
Taysa. Yeah. We basically don't know what are we talking about today. But what's the headline?
Don't stress. We're getting there.
We'll get
I'm talking about Corona. Right now we're talking about
Corona. Okay, let's go.
What do you call? So there's like a lot of like conspiracy theories going around. There's not that many actually, but do you feel like the media has handled like coronavirus the way it's supposed to? Has it been handling it with like the respect it deserves and not sensationalizing things? Has it been assist? Because some people are saying the media is throwing this thing out of proportion. People are panicking for nothing. Only 3% of people die. All those things. What are like the stuff that you've heard?
My opinion on that is, I think social media is to blame. Honestly, so we on social media every day, and then this.
Not the media.
Yeah, so we always say the media, and we blame the media. We can blame them for a lot of things, but I honestly think that South Africa is doing a really good job in terms of trying to curb the pandemic of corona. Because I'll give you an example. When that guy that was confirmed on the first day it was confirmed. The very next day, I had to take my wife to Parklands Hospital, and I had to get there at 9 o'clock in the morning for an operation. So as soon as we walked in, they already had a tent outside. And you had to undergo a corona test to just go in.
So you got tested for
corona? Twice. Because I went back the next day. She got admitted.
Oh, that's
so
dope.
I got, I'm 2 corona tests down, Brian.
But like corona, negative. Like it takes 2 days to get results though.
Oh, but there's this new thing that came up. They posted from China actually. They noticed that... a self-check that you can do. You must hold your breath in for 10 seconds. You can count for 10 seconds if you feel it getting sore because it attacks your lungs. I forgot the word they use. Respiratory or something. Yeah. So if you hold your breath in for 10 seconds, so bruh, every single day I've been holding my breath in for 10 seconds just a self-check. Yeah, so there's some information just to check.
That sounds like when people are like, if you want to see if you are HIV positive, you need to cut yourself. If in a week it hasn't healed, then you must know. That sounds like, I've never heard of that, so that's going to sound like
no, dude, that's true though.
Those fads that are going around, those things that...
It's true though. I think South Africa is handling it a lot, especially when the guy was confirmed. They went and tracked all the other people down. So that's where the other cases started being confirmed because they went to track them down. And in the hospital, while I was there, I understand you in the waiting room with sick patients. People are sick. That's
the weirdest part for me about
and then they're just like, and then dude, it's like everybody's like now because this test just put you at it's like the whole hospital shakes when someone coughs, bro. It's like those and they serious, but they're old white aunties. I don't know, but they very dedicated.
Who are nurses?
Ek kan nie Afrikaans praat nie, ma. Ek kan nie Afrikaans praat nie. Take which? The bottles. Okay.
Okay, no problem.
I'm sorry, guys. We just we got Bella Vista over here.
Oh, I forgot there are still white people in Bella Vista. Bella Vista is actually like a suburb in the south of Johannesburg. It's a white area.
It was a white area.
Somehow, colored people from all over South Africa have reclaimed it. This is now a wood now.
That's the wood, dog. It's a proper wood. I'm telling you now, dog. But You know what? Because of the way the area is, it looks bad. But when you take a walk through here, because I've been coming here for many years.
Community. People know each other.
Yeah, it's like people have. I see them here in the driveway. Yeah, they have their community meetings and stuff. You know, like there's no noise and no violence during here. And it looks like a bad community, but it's actually not. It's cool. So, but you have to get to know it. But if you look at it from the outside, like when I'm at a show and I have to Uber from the show in the night, so if I call an Uber now, they'll come now. But if I have to Uber from a show to come here, especially being colored, they don't take me, bro.
Yeah.
And I'm blaming the elders people. It's the elders people. I'm blaming them.
It's all colored people.
It's the elders people.
All of us.
You know, taking advantage of our Uber drivers, guys. Come on.
Yeah. So no, the funny thing is, I'm surprised and I don't have to say I'm proud of South Africa. But you know, all the people who are like naysayers and speak badly of the government and all those types of things, none of them are saying anything, bruh. Now we are forced to trust this government that we speak shit about all the time.
Yeah.
We're forced to trust them because this virus doesn't care if
don't
you're
discriminate,
rich,
dog.
if you're poor. It's actually you're in a worse condition if you are rich.
Yeah. It looks like it though. I've seen that. I've seen like a lot of politicians and like footballers and stuff.
Yeah.
That shit don't discriminate, dog.
They say Trudeau's wife has it.
Whose wife?
Justin Trudeau, the Prime Minister for Canada.
Wow.
His wife has it. That's what I heard.
And then the guys that place that Trump was bombing. What's that place called? Near Turkey.
Iraq.
Not Iraq. That I think actually died last week or something. I saw something.
Someone in Iran.
Iran, not Iraq, Iran. Yeah, one of their ministers died from corona.
Isn't that like that story of Trump bombing the building and actually killing a big general in the thing? That's an old story.
No.
That's not corona.
No. I'm talking about the corona. Now, after that. So then I think Carvin actually put a post. He was like, guys, doesn't this look like, biological warfare? Because they did kill that guy, right? And then afterwards, one of their politicians got coronavirus and he pigged. So I'm like, could it be because we've seen the Simpsons things, on social media. We've also seen that book by that guy that was released in 1963. Where he spoke about coronavirus, called it COVID, and also spoke about where it starts in Wuhan.
But what do you call this? Wuhan also, I think, all these conspiracy theorists who finding these old videos of whatever the case might be. Wuhan is actually the place in China that has given China the stereotype of Chinese people eating dogs.
Yeah.
Wuhan is a city where they sell
everything.
every animal, dogs,
everything.
Weird fish, eels, all those things. So that's like one of the cities in China, if not the only one, I don't know.
Yeah.
They've given China the reputation of eating dogs. When most Chinese people don't. Yeah. Most Chinese people don't eat dogs. Number one. So diseases and bird flus and shit like that always come from places like that. I saw a video of that place, bro. It's disgusting, bro.
Yeah, they've got a lot of those places in every town in China. They've got it's like small markets where they sell these different animals from all around the world. That's not even supposed to be in the country. So I was watching a documentary. I'm a conspiracy theorist. I love it. So they were shooting in different cities in China, showing the different animals from bats to anything. They eat anything, dog.
So now, if you have a place like that and something comes from there, cool. I'm not saying it was or it wasn't created in a lab, but like conspiracy theories always miss one last piece of evidence to be true. That's why it's a theory. It can't be proven, can't be disproven. But now you're pushing this thing. And the funny thing is, you spoke about Calvin. Calvin's statuses on Facebook make me laugh because as much as he wants to be like a conspiracy theorist, and he has to be factual. He's a skeptical person. Yeah. But as much as he's doing that, always in the last sentence or in the second half of his Facebook statuses, he says something to calm people down. Yeah. Like, hey, but I don't know. I think we're handling it well.
Yeah, it's like I'm leaving you with this thing and then let's see what you're going to handle with it.
He doesn't want to add to the hysteria. Yeah. But he can't help his own self and how he is. But it's just funny.
I think Corbin's at least 30 corona status Facebook.
Yeah, that man posts 3 times a day. I think he's helping a lot, bro.
Yeah.
But Yeah, I really wanted to. What like?
But do you think it's mosque time though? I think it's mosque time now. Because I mean, I'm traveling back to Durban. I'm going to Cape Town in the next few days. So now being in the public places and being like in a bus or in an aeroplane, you actually start thinking, you know what, dude, I'm at real risk.
I think gloves, because from what they're saying, you can't wearing a mask. You're putting yourself more at risk.
Oh.
Wear a mask if you have it to
Yeah.
stop you from spreading to other people.
Okay.
But if you have a mask on, that thing is not gonna stop you because you still need to wash your hands
Wash
and
your hands,
stuff. Having a mask, you're gonna adjust it more often,
Yeah.
which is a problem.
Yeah.
And then
So you're thinking latex gloves and don't touch your face. But
gloves-
gloves still is not going to work.
gloves maybe, and don't touch your
But
face.
you're still going to be touching your face with the gloves. It's not going to work.
Don't touch your face. Maybe wear gloves.
Oh, you see that video with that lady in USA?
Or licking a finger.
Oh, bruh, that was too cold. It was cold, bruh. That was cold.
Donald Trump also is refusing to not shake people's hands. Donald Trump insists on shaking hands.
No, because nobody wants to shake his hand. That's the
It's
thing.
weird. Then man
Nobody wants
shake
to
your hands.
shake
You
his
see
hand.
now he rough handles people, bruh. Like,
Yeah.
like, you know, like, you show me you a man. Like,
I don't know, bruh. Like, I saw this one video with, I think she's from Brazil or something. She was walking, it was Trump and Melania. And then Trump was putting out his hand to shake her hand. And she just ghosted him, bruh. And she went straight for Melania and just ghosted him, dog.
that's a slack marriage going on there.
Oh, bruh. That's just for the media, cuz, bruh. You can see Melania is tired of him, bruh. You can see. She's had enough.
So, like, do you think, like, we should do a shutdown in South Africa? Or we're not there yet? Would that be like
I don't
overkill?
think we will ever be there. We can't shut down because South Africa, we've been pushing small business a lot to boost our economy. So that has taken on a lot. So people, they work, they earn their living from small businesses. I'm a comedian, so that's a public space. I was just talking to a friend. She owns. She's
And
a
now they're planning on
CEO.
cancelling comedy shows in South
Comedy
Africa.
shows are closing down. It's public space. A CEO, she owns a property law firm. She's worried about courts closing because she's waiting for government to confirm today. So courts might be closed. So a property law firm is going to be affected as well, and there's a lot of other people that will be affected. So if South Africa has to close, I don't think how we're gonna earn a living, dude. So that's why we have to take it more seriously.
Yeah, you might take like too big of a knock because it's like a month or two, and that's a problem. But like my thing is, even like closing a comedy show, like in America, the I don't know if it's the governor of California or
Yeah.
Los Angeles or whatever. Their thing is no gatherings. It's actually banned officially.
Yeah.
No gatherings of 250 people or more.
Or more. Also, they
200,
put a limit there.
249 is
Yeah,
fine.
that's
Do you get
fine,
what I'm
yeah.
saying? But now, us with 38 cases, New York alone has 400 cases the last time I checked, and like 22 deaths already. So America, it's more widely spread than
Yeah,
it is here.
then yeah.
Are we jumping the gun, or are we being extra cautious?
I think
Should we jump the gun,
we
or
should.
should we be extra cautious?
I think we should nip it in the bud early. I'm not talking about what's this guy from North Korea? He shot the first corona person in the head and killed him. I'm not saying go there, but I'm saying there's people that have just what country was it? Was it Norway? They've just shut down everything. So those 3 or 4 that are in the country, they're either dying or getting healed. But I mean, so you've ousted the virus, and then you can continue from there. But if you allow people to carry on going in and out of the country, then you can't control it. You can't control it. It's a case-to-case basis because people are going in and out of the country. So there's no way you can control it.
I'm just worried that might be an overkill at this stage of the thing, and
For
obviously
now, at this stage.
obviously this will be something I'll have to take back if we just carry on like normal and then it spreads too far. But I mean, the way we're tracking the suspected cases, I think we're
Yeah.
doing well. So canceling comedy shows,
But
might
I haven't
be-
heard a black person getting coronavirus yet. We
not
need to
yet.
look
The guy in
into
the
that.
Free State was he not a black guy?
No,
White guy.
no, white guy. All of them are white.
But they're so carefully not mentioning race in those reports.
Why?
Huh?
Why?
But you can always tell, like, oh, this is a businessman from here and here.
I just
White.
want to know why. I just want to know why, though. I don't know why. Like, I mean, I literally want to know why. This is South Africa. This is Africa. It's Africa. So there's way more. Like, I mean, come on. I think it's like
Yeah,
89%, 81% black. So why all the the people who got corona, white people, can black people get corona? Let's start asking these questions.
I had a theory yesterday, but it's very racist, so that's why I won't say it. But it's like we're canceling comedy shows now. Then cool, people are suffering for the next 2 months.
Yeah.
When you find out, we didn't really have to.
We didn't have to.
If we can just trust everyone to be safe, to wash their hands. If you're not feeling well, don't come out. It's that simple.
Yeah, that's simple, bro. So I'll do that though. So I'll do that for society. But there's other people that wouldn't. They don't care. You know. So
Yeah,
like last night or so, I was so happy with all the people that came out because as I was marketing the show, I knew this Corona thing is it's picking up. The traction's picking up. So I thought there's gonna be people that will probably cancel, and they came out, dude, and I thanked them for that. But then that was the last show, and then they'll close up until it starts again.
Damn, so us YouTube niggas, we're gonna have to keep you guys entertained. There's nothing you can.
So yeah, we'll be on. Catch us on YouTube. We'll have some love.
I run kitcheners on a Tuesday.
I saw a dope video. You and Tobias Mhlongo at kitcheners.
Doing 2 mics.
I was watching on
YouTube.
It. I think I saw it on Facebook or YouTube. One of them. I think it was on YouTube.
It was YouTube. Yeah.
It was dope, bruh. Like they were both on stage.
Doing a 2 mic hosting.
2 mic.
And you know what's funny about that day,
dope,
bruh? The best moments of that night we never shot. Because we're like, we'll shoot this part. Because we can't record the whole thing.
Yeah.
We'll shoot this part. Then earlier when we weren't recording, fire, bruh.
No, that's dope. I like that idea, though. I like that idea because, I think the best moments in comedy is the unscripted, where things just happen,
And sometimes if you know a camera is recording, either you add a bit more or you whatever.
It must always be natural. Like when it happens naturally, I think that's the best moment.
But I think it's just like record everything all the time, and then the gold that you'll put out. I want to ask you because you are what's the name? I don't say you're a controversial figure, bruh, but like you speak your mind. Is there any unpopular opinion that you have that maybe you wanna take us through?
Unpopular opinion. Currently, I tell you the truth, right? I am a person that speaks my mind. You're right, but I'm not a person that likes controversy. Like if I don't like something, I'm gonna speak about it straight. I'll address it. I'm that type of person, and because I've a lot of people know I've had a lot of beefs. But those beefs are over. They're done. And
what? You're like Dick Braza now. Your beefs. For the most part.
In my career, I realized that it's best to try be creative on your own. What's up, dude? Okay. So, yeah, I think it's best to, just be creative on your own. Because when you've got other people in your space, then that's what happens now, Like, there's always one person wants to be better than the next and stuff like that. So, it doesn't work out, cuz. So, but anyway, when it comes to controversy and stuff, I'm done with that. Way past that. Actually long, like at least 2 years past that. But they'll never remember your successes. They'll only remember that one time, but remember that one time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But to be honest, out of all those times, like people like to say, Daryl, you don't like to listen. I do listen. In fact, I listen way more than I speak. However, when I'm right, I am gonna talk and I'm not gonna keep quiet.
Here's what people don't understand about advice, and I think it's a lot of the time people who are receiving advice and the people who are giving the advice. If you give me advice, fine. I don't have to take your advice.
Yeah.
But now I can have a broader perspective and my decision is more refined. Yeah. Even if I disagree with you. So I think someone who gives you advice, like me and my girl argue sometimes, and then I'll tell her why don't you do it like this? Why don't you do it like this? And then she feels pressure to do the thing even if she disagrees with me.
Yeah.
And my point is no, bruh. If you disagree with me, don't do what I said.
Yeah.
And vice versa. Sometimes when she gives me something to do, she insists on me doing you don't listen. I always tell you what to do, and then you keep yourself clever.
The Bible says, guys, if you don't stand for something, you will fall for anything.
That's what it says. Sometimes I will flip. I never thought of it. But if you're gonna give me advice, know that I've considered your advice and whatever. So some people take offense and then oh, look, Daryl's going the wrong way. Oh, look at, because everyone has a complex of wanting to be the reason for someone's success.
Yeah.
Everyone wants to give you like a 5 cents, and I think it's like subconsciously it's because I want to be in Daryl's acceptance speech. Let me at least
no,
that I did that for Daryl. If I didn't say that to Daryl that day, you get what I'm saying?
No, I'm the type of person that like I would help because I want to help. I don't want anything from it. If I want to help, I want to help. If I had a beef or issue with you, I'm a person that likes to move on, you know. Like I'm gonna name drop somebody here because it actually hurt me. It hurt me a lot. Like one of our stalwarts in SA comedy, Mr. John Flismus.
Okay.
He wrote on Facebook announcing that he's retiring, and to be honest, I actually dig John Flismus a lot when it comes to his hosting skills and stuff. That man he's dope, bruh.
It's brilliant.
Dope, bruh.
Yeah.
So when he announced on his Facebook page, you know what, he's retiring and he's going into other stuff. I literally came from a place. I was like, hey, dude, you know what, dude, you are SA legend, you know. Congratulations on a good career, whatever. It came from a good place. And then the guy, he replies, he says, oh, Daryl, remember the time that you cancelled a comedy gig because I was on the gig? Have a what? Don't give me props. Have a backbone. He says that. I was like, what the hell, bro? So now
What
because
is that now?
so for me, we had a issue. Even though what he said was wrong, because I never cancelled because he was on the gig. I cancelled because of other people, and then when I left the gig, he was added because it was called Locals Only, Durban, only Locals, Durban. So because he is originally from Durban, so when I cancelled, then he came on. So I had no beef with him.
Oh wow!
So I think that showed me that he actually thought that I don't like him. I had no issue with him from the word go, you know. And
yeah, that's strange. It's a strange, because usually people don't, especially the big guys, they won't like. Oh, did he message you privately? Or?
No, that was on his. He commented like it was live. So then I roasted him afterwards. So I roasted him. I said something. You stole my favorite Togoloshi or something like that. But yeah,
to make light of the situation.
Just make lies, because we comedians, bruh. You know, we fucking paddle our own canoe. We all trying to fucking eat over shit sandwiches. You know what I mean, bruh? We out here hustling, guys. You know, so there's no time for beef. So I've squashed all the beef. I've spoken to the people I had issues with and stuff. So yeah, we're done with that, bruh. You know.
Nah,
we're
yeah,
all
man.
eating a giant shit sandwich, bruh.
Even me, like with like I have a reputation, and this podcast is actually me embracing that thing, because it's not like the people are lying.
Yeah.
It's just they have my intentions and my motive completely wrong. So
Okay.
like I like arguing.
Let's hear it.
I'm known as an argumentative person. I always have something to say.
Yeah.
I say the most random stuff.
Yeah.
And it's like, if it's coming from someone you had no, what's the name of? What is what I'm looking for? You know, when someone sees value in you.
Yeah.
And I don't mean like value in whatever sense, because for lack of a better word. If I'm coming like with stuff that you didn't know, because you didn't expect knowledge to come from me, you're already denying it. You already think I'm wrong. And now my flow is like, no, guys, I'm telling you. Like, and then now I'm trying to convince you that I know what I'm talking about.
This sounds like something that I suffer with. That's why I'm laughing inside, because you literally feel strongly about your views, but you do want to listen to the other person's views. But you're coming from a point where my views is right, but let's hear. Let's hear you. No, my views are right, but let's hear. So maybe that's why people feel that maybe you're challenging them.
Robbie gave me light in this. Sometimes it's not a view. Sometimes I'm saying a fact.
Yeah.
Like there's no like we can just I can explain to you where I got this thing from, and we can discuss that thing. But Robbie says sometimes it's hard to tell if I'm saying an opinion or if I'm saying a fact.
Yeah.
And sometimes, my man, it's a fact. It's like we don't have to argue.
We don't have to. You want me to Google it? I can Google it.
So now it's difficult to be that person.
Yeah.
Because people perceive you as a negative person, and even if they don't, the negativity towards you is heavy, bruh.
Yeah.
And like, so when I was doing the podcast and it's me talking about stuff that I generally have a different opinion of, or I definitely have a different outlook of, it's difficult to keep doing it because there's no There's no validation.
I get where you're
can't
coming from,
expect
bro.
validation from it because I'm literally speaking on stuff that I'm expecting people to disagree with.
No, you see what, bro. I genuinely I like people who can actually give me an argument. You know, somebody who can tell me their opinion. I love to hear somebody else's opinion. I don't like being around people that if I suggest to say something, just you call them yes men. Just like like I'll tell them this bun's black, and they're like, no. I like someone to tell me no, it's not black, it's maroon. You know what I mean? Like
it's kind of dirty.
It's kind of dirty. It used to be black, bro, but the sun is like they got a suntan, like So I like people like that. So then, thought-provoking conversation. But some people don't have the skills to actually, whether it's called a debate or you're just swapping ideas. Some people jump straight into argument mode. They don't know how to, challenge each other.
Like, how dare you disagree with me? Like,
block you on WhatsApp
in front
now.
Of people. Like, yo, bruh.
Yeah.
Anyway.
It's insecurity issues, dog. And
I'm also very sensitive, bruh, because of things like that, bruh. Like, I've been conditioned that, like, I'm always expecting people to react to me that way. And a lot of the times, like, I'm dumbfounded, bruh. Like, did I do something? And now sometimes I'm extra careful. Sometimes
I don't know hurt your feelings.
Yeah, bruh.
Because I'll tell you the truth, right? I was very introverted growing up. I don't know if people know that. People look at me like a loudmouth, a person that's always, always very opinionated. I'll tell you what. Being an introvert, I had to fight my entire life, because
for what now?
For everything, bruh. Bruh. Color guys are ruthless, bruh. So when they tease you or they make fun of you and shit, so the only way I knew how to defend myself was to fight. So growing up, I fought a lot. I had a lot of fights.
So you have
no,
is that recent or is that school?
No. This someone tried to rob me with my phone. For my phone, they smashed a bottle on my head and then stabbed me on my head this side. And then
why do people stab in the head, bro? Like my uncle used to always get robbed.
Why you
always used to get into fights when he was drunk, and they stab him
in the head. I'll stab you anywhere. Why in your head, dog? Why? Is he short?
Stab me in my head. He wasn't really short. Like stab me in my head. I'm not saying don't stab me in the head. Like,
but why?
Stab me
It's so hard.
As opposed to stabbing me in the chest. But like, I don't get you, bro.
But why on my head, though, bro? It's hard. It's like stabbing a wall. I want to feel some meat. Someone here. But yeah, bro, I fought a lot in my life though to stand up for myself. So I always stood up for myself because I was introverted. But I think comedy actually brought out this person that So when if ever I feel that people are taking advantage of me, I'm able to tolerate it. But when people are taking advantage of somebody else, then I lose my shit, bruh. I can't handle it. So if you have someone taking advantage of you, I lose my shit, bruh, because I know how this will make me feel growing up. Yeah. But if somebody's doing it to me, then I'm okay to, I can pedal my canoe from there.
Nah, I hear you, bro. Like, it's just like, now I'm like my own tip. I'm doing my YouTube things. I'm not worried with anyone. Like,
it sounds like there's a beef there. There's a reason why. Let's hear, dog. Let's hear.
It's society, dog.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? Like, I'm not built for this thing, bro. Like,
I'm also not built to work with people. I realize that. Because I
like working with people, bro, but like...
No, I love being with people, but when it comes to working, because, for example, I pay like attention to detail. Everything must be perfect. Your mic volume must be perfect. I mean, there has to be somebody at the door. There has to have a stamp at least so that people feel that they came to something. You know what I mean? Like the nitty-gritty details. So those type of things, they affect me. And I'm like, guys, Control C. And they're like, we didn't even notice. We didn't even look at that, So you can't blame them for that because they didn't think of it. So then I get irritated. I'm like, guys, come on, man. You have to, show some professionalism.
I think we're getting old, brother.
Probably.
We're slowly refining the people we can work with, the type of people. It's like you can pick up very easily, like, that's not going to go far. That, whatever. Anyway, something else I want to talk about.
Let's go, bro. Let's go in. Let's go.
So
Emilio, by the way, is, I don't know what's going on with him. He's like a blackberry today. He's buffering, bruh. I know usually he's sharp. I don't know what's going on.
This is like chill day
it's
back.
Sunday. It's because it's Sunday. Yeah.
Sunday vibe.
Can we get another beer? Can I get us more beer?
Sure, if you're going to make it quick.
Quick and fast, guys.
Okay, well. I'll cut this section.
No, I want you to talk.
You want me to talk? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
So, with coronavirus going on, not there's not like the whole garlic cure and stuff. There's nonsense. I do want to speak about another cure. The second person has been cured of HIV.
Second person.
Yeah, there's now two people. I don't know where did this happen, but the second person has been cured of HIV, and we're not hearing much about it, and that's very interesting. Did you hear about it?
Killed with?
Cured.
Cured. Oh, yes, I
cured
have heard
of
that.
HIV.
That's the stem
With
cell.
stem cell
Yeah, bruh.
transplant.
Oh,
and
no, it's
whatever.
good. But it costs a lot of money, bruh. But I think it's very positive.
How much does it cost?
It costs a lot. Because
I know like stem cell treatment for also other things is also
you have
very
to buy
expensive.
an umbilical cord first. You have to look for umbilical
Or if you
cord.
can get someone who can donate it
Who
to
can
you
donate,
directly.
yeah. So that's and the procedure as well, and also the country that you have to go and do it at, because not just any country or any hospital can do it. So
What do you know about the
works
the
though.
stem cell research, the stem cell implants, and how that works exactly? Because I know what stem cells are.
It's let's talk about Piccolo from Dragon Ball Z.
Okay.
You know Piccolo, the Greek guy.
Well, and he can regenerate his limbs.
So yeah, that's the best way I can explain it. So I don't know a lot about it. So it renews and regenerates.
This is now us talking about a topic where
we have
experts.
Yeah. So we can.
I understand like stem cells are cells that have no purpose yet. These are generic cells that can, depending on where they find themselves, can convert into whether it's whatever types of cells.
If you need to form a finger, if you need to grow a finger, you need stem cells for that finger to grow.
If you need to fix a nerve, cells. A stem cell can become a blood cell. It can become a skin cell.
Exactly.
It can become the cells in your eyes. It can become the cells in your nerves and all that
Yeah.
stuff.
So that's basically how. I don't know exactly how they do it. What's the full procedure? But there was one person they did a couple of years ago. I think it was a woman, and then now it was a man this time. There's
the first cure now.
Yeah, this is the second one that they did recently. So they know how to do it. It's a very tedious task. It's very hard to do. It costs a lot of money, but it definitely can be done. There is a cure for HIV now. There is.
You know, like I was wondering whether it's part of the thing was like this thing was done 30 months ago, but now it's like.
Why are you counting it, 30 months?
No, that's how they explained it.
Yeah.
Because it's like ARVs and HIV treatment at this point is good enough that like if you start taking treatment, and you start balancing out and your body is now fine with things and you're taking what you're supposed to, it can get to a point where you test negative on HIV test.
But you still have it.
But
it's
you still
dormant,
have it.
but it's still there. If you
it's
neglect
dormant.
yourself, it will show you.
So you need to
show
take
you
care of
flames
yourself. It's
afterwards.
like TB, if you take treatments, 3 days in, you'll start showing up negative on a test. So you have to keep taking for the full course.
Yeah.
So now what had happened with this HIV case is that like you have to stop treatment now and then test this person every month to see if this thing pops up again. Maybe it's dormant and not really cured. So you have to take a lot of time before you realize, oh, in fact, this person has tested negative for 30 months now. And they are actually negative now.
Magic Johnson. So he's a bad. Magic Johnson didn't he get cured?
No, he's not cured. But I think it's that situation of you can still have a relationship. You can have unprotected sex.
Yeah.
If that person is taking ARVs also, it's called PrEP, pre-exposure prophylaxis.
Yeah. Oh, you heard that one, dog.
No,
you haven't seen
the word wrong, but I'm very
You
close.
ain't seen it, no, dog. You ain't seen no, cool, cuz. But what I'm trying to say with HIV, bruh, I feel there is a cure, but the cure wouldn't be publicized the way it should be, because there's way more money in the ongoing treatments. Yeah. So if you that's why you see the rich will always benefit. So if they've got the money, they can go get cured. So but people would they'll just keep people on ARVs. They wouldn't make it. ARVs was so expensive. Sorry, Kai. But in the beginning it was so expensive. So they've made it so cheap and so available now for the treatments. It was very expensive in the beginning. So it's the same way.
Supply and demand curve. So now we can make it cheaper because the demand is more. It's like you're saying, I'm wondering now if the fact that there's a cure for HIV is that actually good news?
Definitely, it's good news,
especially for
especially
the
from
fact
the
that, like,
country that we got. Are we the highest or the second highest?
I
Highest
mean,
in
probably
terms of HIV
probably
cases.
99% to 98% of people with it will never be able to afford to get the cure.
Exactly.
So it's sort of like, cool, now we show you the thing is possible, but just another reminder, you can't afford it and you'll never be able to.
Yeah, it's just,
You get what I'm saying?
but have you ever listened to a guy on YouTube? His name's Dr. Sebi.
I've heard of Dr. Sebi. I know he's dead now.
He's dead now, yeah. So apparently he was gloating that he has he's cured artists and stuff.
Like 15 people.
Yeah, but from HIV and he hasn't studied as a doctor. He's a herbalist.
Mm-hmm.
So I've listened to that guy and the stuff that he talks about, it actually makes a lot of sense.
Let me say this to you.
But I don't know if it's crazy, but the stuff that he talks about makes a lot of sense.
Cool. You have a head on you. Because
Yeah.
I was going to say, I'm not saying he did. I'm not saying he didn't. Because he said he cured about 15 people.
Yeah.
And he confirmed it himself. He got tested
Yeah.
before, got tested
Yeah.
after. But like, my thing is like, people who just believe that. That's also just another homie speaking.
Yeah.
Another man you've never
Yeah.
met before in your life.
He could just be an actor,
You
like
could just
how
be
magicians
These people
do.
who said they found Bigfoot, bruh.
Yeah.
There's so many people who are just so invested in believing a conspiracy theory. And I'm not saying it's a theory, but I'm like, why are you so easily believing that just because it's anti-establishment? Like,
Yes, because there's a lot of stuff that is right, which is anti-establishment. There's a lot of stuff that, you know,
Definitely.
there's a lot of stuff. So you have to obviously, I like to call it chew the meat, take the meat and throw out the bones. That's how you should basically look at it, because there's a lot of stuff that we call them cheats, you know, that could help you, but it wouldn't be publicized in the media and stuff because it's counteractive to them.
it's
Because
also unconfirmed. Like
Yeah.
a newspaper, let's say, like if a newspaper has to report that, they have to report it like allegedly. They
Yeah.
can't also confirm.
Yeah.
Because there's no means for us to confirm.
Okay,
the
okay.
stuff
Let's
this
let's
man
talk
is
about
saying.
people who have glaucoma and cataracts, right? So a lot of people have this thing that weed cures and helps glaucoma and cataracts. If you Google that shit, they strongly advise you that it doesn't. Like the treatment that's available currently is way more effective
Than
than
weed.
using that. However, that's what the doctors, but the people who suffered with glaucoma and cataracts all say weed is the shit that has helped him. So you don't know. I mean, I'd rather believe the people who suffered with that stuff instead of the doctors are saying this is a better treatment, but that puts a buck in your pocket.
But like, but you can't say that like.
Okay, wait. Sorry, guy. I'm gonna show you. I don't know if we can point. Can we see this bush here? This bush here, the one that's white.
I'm sure we can see it.
Okay, so my uncle grows that stuff. We call it cancer bush. We got some 2 liters on the side, yeah. These 2 liter bottles are there for a reason. My uncle had cancer, right? And then he was close to a point where he was gonna go for radiation and stuff like that. And then my auntie heard about this thing. You make a tea and you drink it.
Yeah.
And then it was a small little tree that shoot that I remember when I came. It was a small little tree. Now they grow this thing. Now people come and buy from this house. This tea is cured from cancer now. How long? How long, Uncle Tom's? 4 years. 4 years cured, no cancer. Bro.
How far was the cancer? Do you know?
How far was it, Uncle Tom's? They wanted to take out his blood. He had prostate, eh?
What cancer
Was
was
it prostate?
cancer?
What was it? In the bladder, yeah. So he had cancer in the bladder. So this stuff, yeah, it helped him. I swear, it helped him, bro. But the hospital were gonna do the radiation shit.
I feel bad questioning this because you are sitting right here.
here. No, let's go in, bro. My uncle can
It's
handle
like,
it.
did you only use this thing?
Yeah.
This was like a supplementary thing. You added it onto. It was just to help. So my thing is, I'm not saying.
So we're saying maybe the medication will help.
if you told me that, if you all told me like he only drank this tea,
Yeah.
only,
Then.
there will be another story. Do you get what I'm saying?
But what
So,
about
like-
what about the people that come to him now on a regular basis? They get clients themselves now, so they've tried the stuff, and now they realize it works, and then they got other people that they come and buy from him from as
No
well,
doubt,
because they confirming, right, Uncle Doms? they're confirming that this thing has helped them. So
you like I'm with it 100%, and it most definitely probably does help.
yeah.
But I'm saying, and you are not doing that right now. But you are not even saying that, like, you're not saying ignore the doctors, don't listen to them.
No, I wouldn't say that,
Take
dog.
this.
I
You
know,
get what
I
I'm
would
saying? You'll
never say that. You can't say that, dog.
You do it in conjunction. So, like, even
You
like
can't
the
say
weed
that.
and the what's the name. Because I recently lost my grandmother to cancer.
Yeah. Sorry, dude.
We had, like, people had like suggestions like, take this and take this, it will help with this. Take this and take this, will help with appetite. They're like, the thing that like my grandmother suffered with the most was like she also wasn't eating.
Yeah.
She never felt like eating, and so she lost a lot of weight.
Yeah.
And that type of stuff. So like, weed is a nice supplement, like you said, with glaucoma. Doctors will say rather take the medication we give you, because it's more effective than marijuana. Marijuana is a nice add-on, if you get what I'm saying.
Could be.
Anyway, that was us talking about the HIVs.
but why are we talking about diseases?
So much medical stuff.
What's going on? We started off with Sister Bethina, that's why, guys. Really, no. Like, can we move on?
This podcast can go anywhere. If you have something you want to talk about.
No, we coronavirus down, we cancer down, Sister
HIV
Bethina down, HIV down.
Talking about cancer. Hey.
Oh shit, bruh. What's going
That's
on, guys?
How
did we end up with it? No, it's called as the medical podcast.
I didn't even speak this much medicine with Swale, and Swale is an actual doctor.
No, dude, cuz I don't know, cuz. Let's go on next. Give me another topic. Let's go. I was enjoying the beef topic though. Because I feel there's a lot of beef, and I'd like to address this though. Like
cool. This is the platform.
my uncle will tell you, right? I came to Joburg with the intention.
You were actually planning on living here.
I was,
but we never saw you when you were living here.
I was because I was getting booked. I had to run right back to Durban. For example, I feel, right, I'm not saying I am a big comedian, but I am an established comedian. I know that for myself. I know that already. I don't need anyone to tell me that. I am an established comedian. So in Durban, then when I come here, I feel like, in everything, whether it's soccer or whatever, there's always we call it the corporate ladder. There's always So I don't actually like that, guys. I'm a comedian just like you. I'm not saying I'm better than you or not, But when I come here, I can only work if I'm going to jump on as an open slot.
And
unless I'm getting booked privately.
I already know what I want to say to you.
Let's go for it.
It's like you sort of have an advantage. Not you specifically, just generally in South Africa.
Yeah.
Or even in the world. You have an advantage when you're coming from out of town.
Okay.
The first comedy club to pay me was Cape Town Comedy Club.
Okay.
Long before whatever. They've seen me perform before and they're like, okay, cool, we liked you. Next time you come back, we'll book you for a paid spot.
Yeah.
Fine. So the thing about moving is that people need to know that you've moved. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so
everyone knew, though. I won't mention names. They knew.
Like,
but I was I was twiddling my thumbs there, dog.
No, but
I canceled two bookings.
That's why I never used to have guests, because of people interrupting me. But carry on.
Sorry, dog. I canceled two bookings, bruh. On the third booking, I flew right back. I took my ass back to Durban. I couldn't, bruh. I said no to two nice bookings because I was staying here, I was living here. And then I thought, no, bruh, I can't.
No, but it's like,
I had to go back to Durban.
Durban doesn't have a scene.
It does.
One. Like, the circuit is slowly forming. Like, you lost like half Durban gigs last year.
Yeah. It was cruel,
and I'm
bruh.
talking like, as I said, and it was rough even for us. Yeah, we felt it, bruh. But I'm
cruel,
saying,
bruh.
like, if you say you're staying here, okay, cool, Daryl is here. When something comes up and I think of Daryl, I'll book him. But now I see Daryl posting him in Durban.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Is he really staying here? Because so many times people are like, Daryl is staying here now, isn't he?
There's still people asking me now, where are you in Joburg or where are you? I get you. I get you, guys.
At the open mic nights, and this is like a community in Durban comics don't really gig, bruh.
We do gig.
You'll only gig at paid gigs, bruh. You're waiting for bookings. And I'm speaking generally. Don't kill me, Durban. Correct me if I'm wrong. Durban, like, everyone just paid gigs. You do more paid gigs than you do unpaid gigs.
No, I do.
Generally isn't like that.
No,
and I mean like new material nights, and you'll have a few of those now before you'll.
Yeah. It was nice before. I think it's once On Fire wins. I don't know if they went out or they're taking a break or whatever. But they were actually keeping the scene alive. But now currently, I have to give props to Cyril
Cyril
Basker.
and Tommy's gigs are fine.
Yeah, they keep in the thing, and I used to do the same type of job about 2 years ago. So try and keep it alive, it's promote lacquer gigs, but it's hard, bro. It's too much admin to promote gigs, guys. Too much admin, but I think how it's working now is because even if there's more gigs, the climate for comedy is changing because I feel that the people that should be speaking about comedy are not speaking. If I was in a position to speak, I definitely would. You know me, but I speak my mind, guys. So if I was in a position to speak, I would. So for example,
speak on what, like?
This is what I feel.
Like the leadership or the OGs?
Yeah, no, they need to speak up because we need to be honest, right? There's some guys that are good, like Cyril is good in promoting gigs. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But there's some guys we are spoiling. I think I think we need to come to a point where we realize and we need to be honest with people, bruh. And say, like, if we're putting on a show, right? You can't stop everybody. You can't stop someone from putting on a show. You know what I mean? You can't stop someone, but something needs to be done in order for us to curb the thing where we are putting on bad shows. Because I've been to terrible shows, dude, where you're charging people 50 or 100 rand to come to a show, and then you're booking your friends, and all your friends are shit. And I call them dying club. All of you guys are dying, and then you form the club, and then you're doing a gig, and then you're putting on shows.
They call it the circle of death.
The circle of death. I mean, we need to talk about this, guys. But I won't. I can't. I'm not from a place. There are people that can, though. And we need to, because people, imagine taking your throat to a comedy show, like, hey, this is funny, guys, we're gonna have some dinner or whatever,
then
and
you're disappointed.
Each person is
now you're not
dying.
getting laid, like now you're blaming the comedy industry.
You know what I mean, guys? So I think we need to there are some fixes to be done, and I've realized it's not only in Durban, it's in Cape Town and in Joburg. There's a lot of rooms that it's getting harder and harder to fill up rooms. And I think that's just one of the aspects. The other aspects is the woke thing, where people are taking offense to a lot of things. I'm like, fuck them, bruh. Serious, why are they getting so sensitive, dog?
Why do you come here to be offended?
Why do you come here to be offended? Just stay at home. Comedy already has that reputation that we tease people and we like to offend people. No, we like to tell jokes.
The comedian who said something to offend you usually is more woke than you are.
Exactly. You know what, bro? Give me a high five for that. Because comedians, we study people's cultures.
If you didn't think Daryl was gay already, now you know.
That's my reply.
I'll
Come
play.
on, guys.
It's a joke.
Come on, guys.
I'm woke. I'm not homophobic.
No, okay. I was gonna go into one of my jokes, but no, it's not a comedy show. Oh God! Like what I was gonna say is like, you know when someone says white person, oh, you're racist. Like, I'm not racist. I've got a black friend. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So when someone says Daryl, you're homophobic, I usually say my brother's gay and my sister's lesbian. It's the same thing.
I'm
it's
in,
the same
I'm
thing.
in between.
I'm
I'm
in
the
between.
minority in my family.
Yeah, that's what happened. I had to go to my parents and tell
real?
them, to tell them, Dad, Mom, I have to tell you something. I'm straight. I'm sorry to disappoint you guys.
And while we're at it, I think I made someone pregnant.
That's how it went, bro. I couldn't get advice from them, but I had shit siblings, bro.
That's funny.
That was shit, bro. I promise you it was shit, bro. But you know what was lacquer? My brother, although he's gay, he's the more feminine type of gay, right? But he's fucking strong as hell, cuz. So
he's been fighting his whole life.
So yeah, so when I was getting in a lot of fights, so when like I'll eat a guy, and then he'll bring his bigger brother for me, and then I'll bring my bigger brother who's gay for them, and he fucked him out.
That's not nice, bro.
That was my brother, bro. I love him, yeah. Oh, Christopher, what kind?
That's fine, yeah. It's not nice, bro. It's not nice to get beat up, but to be beat up by a gay guy. Because it's not even that, like, it's not even like that you mind being beat up by a gay guy.
Bro. They call him Christina because he's very feminine
but
guy,
if
bro.
a gay guy beat you up,
yeah,
they themselves will hold it over you that you just got fucked up by a gay guy.
but there's a store next to it. It's like, you got fucked up, but like, it was...
Oh yeah, that's fine.
It was by a gay guy.
Double points.
So yeah, bro, you're strong, bro. He used to fight a lot of my battles, bro. And he's so crazy, bro, because he's got 5 children.
You're the youngest?
No, I'm in the middle.
Your sister's the youngest.
No, it's my brother. Then a brother that died. Then my sister. Then me. Then my younger brother. So I'm just now
So
I'm
you're
in the
the
middle.
middle out of 5.
How many accounts? Was it 3,
You counted
4,
5.
5? Yeah. I only found it now. I got 5. I had 5 siblings. Now I got 4. Because one died.
Okay.
So now I'm in the middle now. We're almost in the middle.
Yeah, that's hectic, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, there's colored families though. It's colored families, bruh.
Oh no, I was gonna say. Wait, man, what did I want to say now? There's something that you said didn't make sense. I'll remember it when I
What
just
now?
like,
Was when I said that his name's Christina. No, not that one.
something you didn't know. Not why did you just find out?
I told you he's
See,
buffering, guys.
don't drink and do podcasts, guys. What are
Okay.
you saying? Is there something you want to say?
Yeah. So
we're wrapping up now.
are we wrapping up?
It's been an hour.
Fathers, yeah, I've been enjoying talking, bruh.
Daryl's aunt and uncle has been watching us this whole time.
We're just talking. Yeah, this is what a podcast is called. No, that's my uncle that's talking there. If you can hear his
Me and
voice.
Eusebius probably way the same.
No, that's my uncle there. If you can hear his voice, he's there. He's sitting with a blue cap. He's got an Adibas cap on.
A fake Adidas.
Adibas, yes, Adibas.
Oh. No, man. It's cool, man. Thank you for having us in your home. Thank you for letting us use your electricity.
Yeah, bro, it's free.
It's been Daryl Williams. It was a fun podcast.
No, bro, I honestly wish we probably would have taken a different angle because I feel like this is a medical podcast. So I think maybe the title should be Emilio and Daryl or something.
For those of you who have listened this far.
For those of us that have got
this
this
one
far.
is just for you. You know it's difficult because like I said to you the other day, it's like I can have anyone on the podcast, but it's not like it. Like it's literally I have to already have an idea of what I want to speak to you about. Like if we've had a conversation and I know like, okay, cool, this is something that you and I disagree on, or this is something that you and I
But we
agree
didn't have
on.
any. We didn't have any.
We don't interact a lot.
No, we didn't have any altercation, disagreements.
We did. I think we did.
Give it to
But
me, bro.
it's
Let's
fine.
go for it.
We
Let's go
spoke
for it.
about it already. The thing is, you're not that broken that I disagreed with you. I'm not.
On what?
What did we disagree about? Oh, we disagreed with the fact that like you were staying here, but you weren't coming out.
Oh, okay.
We weren't seeing.
Oh,
you.
okay. Wait.
So
We
your
drifted
approach-
off. I still
your
got
approach was
wait.
wrong. Oh, that's what
I
we
still
were.
got something on now. I still got something on there, guys.
Hey, you thought it was over.
No, it's not over. We're going back.
So like, if we don't see you, it's
Yeah.
like you need to always be on top of mind, especially when you come into a new place. But also when you're new in a city or a town, you can tell all the bookers, hey man, I'm in Joburg now. If you have any paid gigs coming up, please let me know. They'll at least book you the first time. So now me that's been staying here, someone knows me from when I was an open mic. They know where I am now, and they see me every time I die. Do you get what I'm saying? It's more difficult for me.
I get you.
So if I go to a new city, I only show them the good gigs.
Okay.
It's easier to get booked. That's it. So
Emilio,
I think
let me
the
tell you
whole thing
something.
was
Let me tell you
We
something,
never
guys.
saw you.
Wait, okay. I'm gonna disagree with you now. Let me tell you why. You never see me, right? Emilio, I can tell you
When
now.
you were living here.
I can count about 3 times you've been to Durban since I've been doing comedy, right? Doing comedy. I can count 3. Daryl Williams is there every second month, right? Even though I'm not living here. Every second month I'm in Johannesburg. I'm either doing
I
parkers.
saw you twice last year.
I'm
no?
doing a lot of well to your advantage. It's sometimes private gigs and stuff, but I am here in Johannesburg a lot. I'm here in Joburg and Cape Town a lot. I don't want to blow my own trumpet, but I feel this is how I feel that if I were to go to make it further in my career, I do understand that I have to be successful in Johannesburg. That's one thing that I do know. And from the word go, I always wanted acceptance from Johannesburg scene. I wanted acceptance from the guys. Like, I don't ever come from a... People might think that I've got an arrogant point of... It's just that I'm opinionated. I'm not. But I am... I practice humility more. And you can't say you're humble. A humble person can't say they're humble. You know what I mean?
You practice
I
humility.
practice humility. I do.
I had this thing on what's her name, where I asked them, how do you humiliate someone who's humble?
You can't.
You can't.
You can't do
Because
that.
to humiliate means to make humble.
To make humble. Yeah, you can't.
But the disgraceful thing is that you're making yourself God when you want to humble, when you take it upon yourself to humble
Dude,
someone.
I'm gonna tell you something.
Anyway.
Me, I'm human. When I kill on stage, you know, guys, you get the thing that walk on like I'm
nice.
the shit, dog. You know what I mean? I love that feeling. I'm sure we all do. I'm human, guys. But then when it comes to working with colleagues, and you can attest, or any other Joburg comedian, or Cape Town comedian, in fact, as well, has come to Durban. Some have slept in my home. I've given them beds. When they're there, they've got a bed.
Yeah.
I've got a cab. I'll give them
Not even a
transport. I got transport for them. They're getting paid. They're on a plane and they're back. That's how I would treat a guy that's coming to do one of my shows. But if you're just visiting, I'll still miss up. Hey, dude, you in Durban? Let's go have a punish out or something. Because you're my colleague, cuz you don't know the section. I know the section. Let's do it. That's how it should be done. So as I came, I said that's how I feel it should be done. And then when I come here and it's not done,
you don't feel
then
I hear you.
It's no one's fault. It's just that's how I feel it should be done.
That's like I get 100% what you're saying, because whenever I'm visiting in Durban, my family now specifically, it's like they'll make a plan. They'll tell me to drop by. They'll like make a plan for me, and even Durban comics are like it. And I think it's just like the hospitality of the city.
Yeah.
Joburg doesn't have that.
Wait, they give a fuck about you guys.
We don't have the time, bruh. It's like if you tell me you're in the south, for me to have to say, and I'm also in the south, for me to have to say, hey, let me go and make Daryl feel at home. Like, nigga.
But I'll try to wherever you are in Durban, bruh.
I hear you, but I'm saying it's not even like a bad trait. It's like, me as a person, I'm a sentimental person, I think. But like, Joburgers aren't necessarily that sentimental. If Daryl wants to do something, he would probably definitely tell me. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then I get how it hurts, because in
no,
life
it don't
there are
hurt.
many such.
It don't hurt. It doesn't hurt. What I feel.
Whatever the feeling.
Okay.
Whatever that feeling is.
Okay.
It's like, I understand that thing of like, yo, I would have done this for these people, but like, now I'm here, it's a bit weird. You get what I'm saying?
No, but people are also protective over their careers. Understand, right? I understand. So if I come here, right,
it's not even on that level. Let me tell you.
I'm telling you, it's on that level. I can guarantee you, it's on that level.
People feel threatened.
People do feel threatened.
I accept what you're saying.
I'm gonna name drop again. When Bongani Tube came to Durban, he's hosting some gigs in Durban. Bongani is my homie, bruh. I'll tell you the truth. Let me tell you something about Bongani Tube. The first time, bruh, people must be open, cuz. You know, comedians hate each other for stupid reasons, cuz. Yeah. For example, me and Bongani did Comics Choice Awards together. Yeah. And I used to hear about Bongani to be one way. So I always had this arrogance and whatever. Yeah. So then at Comics Choice, I was like, dude, Bongani Tube he's not that good, bruh. Why is everyone Bongani Tube? You know, he's not that good. That was my opinion. And then I did next year in Johannesburg with Bongani again. And that opinion stuck. Like, I didn't have a good perception about Bongani Tube from just because of what people used to say. And that's one thing that I hate now, and I don't live by that rule. If someone comes and tells me, hey, Emilio's like this, I'm not gonna listen to them until I get to know.
My opinion has been influenced a lot by people who say like, oh, this person is like this person
yeah,
is
it shouldn't be, bruh. It should change that. But like, if they tell me something about Emilio, I want to get to know Emilio first, then I'll make the decision.
Definitely.
Because I made a decision on Bongani Tube, and then when he came to Durban, we had this discussion. That's why I'm open to talk about it. I told him, I said, Bongani, I didn't like you. The 2 gigs that I did, I didn't like you. I thought you arrogant and whatever. And then when I finally saw Bongani for who he is, he's damn talented, bruh. That I was killed, bruh. Durban, he's been destroying. He's been doing actually good things.
You said he goes down monthly now.
He goes down monthly. He's got 2 gigs, bruh. He's actually doing something good for the Durban comedy scene, because he's doing those pop-up rooms where you can come and try new shit and stuff like that. And I spoke to him, and then I told him how I felt about him in the beginning. And now me and Bongani, we cool.
That's what I was gonna ask you. Like, you being in cool, a lot of your work is still coming from Durban, and we have to wrap up now because the one camera's battery is out.
Okay.
We're an hour 10 now.
Yeah.
Which is not bad. you could still be based in Durban and accept gigs in Joburg.
Yeah,
You get
that's
what I'm
how it
saying?
is currently.
And it's basically like 1,000 rand to go up and down. Do you
Yeah.
get what I'm saying? So it's minus 1,000 rand, but also you building something.
Yeah.
But like it's usually like corporate gigs are start at 5
They're
or whatever.
nice. They're nice.
Let's be modest.
Let's be modest. Start at 5.
They
We
start at
want-
5 and they go up. That 1,000 rand you can lose in like
Yeah.
building the thing.
But
So,
to
like,
come and
you
do free
can-
gigs is
you can
expensive,
definitely
dog.
do it. Like I was planning on doing Durban every 3 months. It's not expensive to get to Durban.
Yeah.
I have family in Durban, so I don't have to worry about like
accommodation.
accommodation or
Yeah.
bothering people to sleep on their couch. But like, I was supposed to be in Durban in January, and then my grand passed away, and I couldn't come.
Lucky
But it's
you were eating
Lucky,
cabbage,
wow.
guys.
I'm playing.
No, I'm talking about.
No, I
I'm
get
not
what
so much
you're
a crash.
I get what
I'm
you're
talking
saying, I
about
get
what
what
we-
you're
It
saying,
was
I'm
bad day, cuz. We were eating cabbage, cuz. But you can come now, dog. It's Lent
no,
now.
I'll make a
Lent
plan.
is now. It's nice.
I'll make a plan. I'm gonna do 1 month I do Cape Town, 1 month I do Durban, and like rotate it every 3 months. I think it's a good way to.
But every time I come to Joburg, I want to stay here. Like, I love this place, bro. Like, I was supposed to go home today and I just relaxed. I said, no, I want another day, you know. But I have to go back to Durban now. Got the competition that I'm doing. So he's giving me got jokes. So it's same like, structured like Komakazi. Structured like that,
Okay.
you know. So I have to go
You
back
can
for
win,
that.
like 10 grand or something.
Yeah, it's 10 grand.
Damn.
From here, bro, because I do believe in bringing new guys into the scene. You know, I believe in that. So
You were judging or you competing?
no, I'm the host.
Oh.
So I host the show. We do like maybe 6
How are you
weeks.
going back? With a plane?
I actually don't know whether I'm going back to Durban or Cape Town yet. I'm still gonna decide. And then yeah, I'll
That's
fly.
nice. That's why I'm jealous of like. I still got like a day job. And, like it supports me, bro. I'm not making
Yeah.
a living off of comedy.
Yeah.
It's not steady enough yet.
But like,
just
I-
that freedom of like, hey man, let me go to Cape Town tomorrow.
it's nice, guys.
I once
but
did it. I went to Cape Town for the night. Dave
for-
Chappelle
for-
show. I went like, hey, let me
Oh,
go to-
bruh, that would have been.
I left work,
dope.
went to Cape Town, went to Dave Chappelle, woke up in the morning, went to work.
Yeah.
That was dope, at least.
I like that. I like the freedom, cuz. But understand that, like me, I'm a
Comes with
person.
stress.
At 25, 26, I bought my own house, and I've always been that independent person. You know what I mean? But then comedy, because the money comes, doesn't come, comes, doesn't come. You know what I mean? So at I think maybe 1 year into comedy, I left my job of 10 years in Nedbank. I was a learning and development practitioner. That's the fancy name. I was just a trainer. I used to train guys, you know. Just come. How to do
Next
different
call.
process. No, how to different processes. It's a
Oh,
6-week
dope.
course. So if you're gonna work at Nedbank, you go through 6 weeks of training.
Dope.
So that's what I used to do. And then after that, when I realized, hey, you know what, this comedy thing could actually, And then when I do something, I do it with the best of my ability. I put my everything in, and I resigned from a job, bruh. And then like it's brought me down so many levels. Like even the clothes, bruh. Like bruh, when it comes to buying clothes, I'm like, dog. You know what I mean? It went so low, bruh, with comedy, and then it started picking up again because of the amount of work that you put in is what you're gonna get out. And if you're not putting that amount of work in, then you're not gonna get out. You know what I mean?
I hear you, bro.
So I tried. But so I'm down 3 years in comedy, 2 without a job, and still now I'm not even considering going back to work. Well, now with the coronavirus,
Maybe.
I'm starting to think about that shit again.
It's good, man. I don't mean to cut you.
Yeah, we're
I plan
done
on
now.
cutting this thing today so it can be out tomorrow.
I will.
I've been a bit sluggish with the podcast, getting it last minute because I still got the
So Monday it must be
fitness
out.
channel to be out tomorrow.
I will.
But if you
So
see
let's
this,
close it,
it is,
guys.
it's
Let's
out.
close it.
I still got the fitness channel you saw, got the fitness videos,
I haven't seen that.
and I got the stand-up vlog that I'm doing. You saw that clip.
I saw
Right,
that.
so
Yeah, I
watch
saw
my
that.
fitness thing. It's my journey. I got the podcast and I got a 4th show coming.
Yeah,
I think I'll drop that like the first week of April. So January I dropped the podcast.
yeah.
February I dropped the, what do you call this thing? The vlog.
Yeah.
March, I dropped the
Fitness. I'm wondering who's giving the fitness advice. Is it you?
Watch it, bro. Watch it. It's fire. And then April,
It's like
I'm
listening
dropping
to
my
an old
fourth
at
show.
posted at 5 tell you how to post matric.
I know how I got here, and I know how to get myself out of this mess.
You're talking from experience.
Thank you, guys.
Weightlifting guy.
Follow Daryl Williams. Daryl also got like a YouTube channel. Yeah, like 4 videos, but like 3 of them have gone viral. That's the On the Country podcast with Daryl Williams.
We're on the contrary, my nigga. Thank you so much for having me. I am actually a fan of your podcast, so I'm really happy.
You only watched the episodes with Durban guests.
No, bro. I've watched the Dylan Olivans. I've watched Robbie. I've watched the Tats, but I didn't get all the way through with the Tats.
Yeah.
That was cool, bro. I enjoy your podcast.
I had a bunch of glitches. I think everything went smoothly for this one.
Yeah.
But last week, this thing stopped working, whatever. But
pray.
it's fine.
You see, because we prayed before we started.
It's dope, and it's a Sunday, but I skipped church today. But it's fine.
Yeah.
Thank you, guys. Don't forget to subscribe. There's other videos hovering around here right now. See, I already know I'm editing. Bye.
I will.